All right, what's up, guys? It's Dewey's Productions here, and today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different from what we usually do here on the channel. Today we're gonna be looking at a tier list, actually, and I know everyone's been on this fad of creating a tier list, so I decided to make a tier list of water cups. That's right, water's pretty essential for human survival, so I think kind of giving you guys my insight on the best ways to consume water is it's probably going to help you guys out in the long run. So let's just get to it. So I'm going to be doing this as we go, no script. This is raw, uncut, unadulterated. Like, let's just get this going. So we got our tiers here. We got S, A, B, C, D, and F. All right. So let's just start with bottom tier. Definitely the water bottle. It's definitely F tier. It's something that's been passed down from generation to generation, and we all know that plastic is harming our environment. So it's probably not best to be drinking water straight from Mother Nature's killer. That's just my opinion. So water bottle is automatically F tier. Now, everything else from here kind of moves up. I think something that's pretty traditional, you might see it in your local barber shop or a local water cooler, is definitely these cone cups. Now, would I say anything is kind of D tier at this point? I would definitely put the cone cup here, just because it's not in the meta anymore. It used to be very prevalent, very relevant, and a very dominant tool for consumption of water. But however, it's just not the rage anymore. You see in all these busted down areas, and so this cone cup definitely sits at D tier. But from here on up, it's just the only way to go from bottom is up. So we're just going to start moving on to C tier, and what better way than to, drink from the cone cup than to drink from one of these bad boys. Now, I'll put these here. This really relates to any normal stainless steel bottles. And, there's a lot of different brands that kind of offer this version of consuming water, and they all essentially do the same thing. They keep it cold, and they have some kind of insulation technology, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage in your water bottle, all this fancy tech, all to consume water. It's really not necessary. It really, the more simpler ways of drinking water is what really stands out to me. So going back to the tier list, what better way than to drink from the cone from the water cooler than to drink straight from the cooler? That's definitely C tier, and it is C tier because the water cooler itself is heavier. It is a big jug, but drinking that is essentially a power move. If I could place a C plus tier, this would definitely be in that spot. So now we're going on to this glass cup. The glass cup, that's your household essential. It's not gonna destroy the environment. You can go to your refrigerator to throw some water in there, and it's C tier because it completes everything you need, nothing more, nothing less. So that's all I have to say to it. Now we're gonna start moving up to B tier, and B tier, we definitely have these two cups right here, the plastic, and I'm sure all of you know this design right here. This is a nostalgic design that really, rings the bells in our memories. And it's B tier, one, because of pure nostalgia factor, and two, its simplicity, right? It performs everything that the glass cup does. It will keep your water cool momentarily. It has more space than the cone, and it's not going to destroy the environment like this water bottle. And I believe that's what makes it B tier. Now, here, let me rearrange these rankings if I can. There we go. So this plastic water cup, this always hits differently, especially, after a nice summer day out with your homies, out in the park, playing some pickup basketball, or, doing some archery with your friends, or maybe playing some Beyblades out on the lunch tables. This water cup is what brought you back home. And it's above the nostalgia cup, just because you can see how much liquid is left in the cup. All right, so now moving on to A tier. Now these are definitely You might be thinking, oh, this is kind of odd, but come on, let's be real here. All right, now Hydro Flask is definitely A tier. It performs everything that the stainless steel bottle does, but 1,000 times better, which is why it's placed at A tier. So there's not much else to say, and also plenty of designs. This one, it's called Shaved Ice. Why wouldn't you place that in A tier? And next we have the pool. Now the pool is definitely a power move. Pool. Look how much water is in this one, for example. Just drinking water straight from the pool. That's as powerful as it gets. You drinking water from the pool kind of builds your immune system, builds an immunity to all the bacterias within the area, within the globe. Really, I mean, I once got Ebola and I drank water straight from the pool. Boom, it was gone, just like that. And so that's why it's placed in an A tier. If anything, I'd place it above the Hydro Flask. Now the shower head, we all shower. I would hope so. And you got water blasting off at you. Why not complete, two birds with one stone? Drink straight from the shower head. It's simple as that. And that's why pool is also placed up here and the shower head is placed up here. You're multitasking while drinking water. You're cleaning yourself here. You're having fun over here. It's as simple as that. And again, I'll put the shower head above the Hydro Flask, but the pool definitely reigns supreme above these. Now, S tier is definitely the hose. Now, some of you may not have expected this. Some of you may have seen this from the very beginning. For me, the hose has always been an integral part of survival in my life. The hose, again, where I was mentioning you playing out in the park with your buddies, this is home. You have a hose at home, a hose at your friend's home. This hose represents what the water should be, easily accessible. And if you'd like it in a stream, boom, you turn it on. You can want it as weak as you want. You can want it as powerful as you want. You can put so many other attachments to this hose so that the water comes out differently, so you can consume it in a different way. It's as simple as realizing that simplicity, convenience, the taste, especially after a hard day's work, the taste of this water was unrivaled. Water always came out cold. It's really the Swiss Army knife, per se, of water. And I think that we can all agree that the water hose has made a name for itself throughout the centuries. And so, this is my tier list. Let me know what your tier list is, in the comments below, or even make your own tier list and send a screenshot to me. But in my tier list, water hose has got it all.